Tony Yayo and Uncle Murda. You know, you probably don't know these some older niggas. Tony Yayo used to be with 50 Cent and sold a lot of records, got out of jail, went straight to 50 Cent label, got some money, disappeared. That's why I say you probably don't know nothing about him. But anyway, him and this dude named Uncle Murda that's from New York, they got a podcast. And they on that motherfucker talking that shit. So they first episode was funny as hell because they started arguing.
Fuck is you talking about?
Like, this guy right here is crazy.
For real, I'm not for
this
real.
Guy's crazy.
Nah, you tripping.
This guy's crazy. What was you just talking about?
He had too much
T,
drinks tonight.
That's how we got the producer, T.
I know what I was talking about.
What? Then tell me.
We can't, look, not for real, Merc. We on the first.
And when I'm watching the show, I'm like, damn, this is so coincidental because it's so hard. People don't know. When you trying to build a podcast, if you already known and people know you in the world, it's different to get on the microphone, turn on the camera, put your shit on the internet, and everybody automatically watch it. That's easy. But to build a fan base on the internet with 1 million podcasts, you got to be consistent, first of all. And you got to try to have something that's going to catch people's attention. But me, I'm just going to be who I am. I'm going to talk this shit consistently. I ain't going to fucking stop talking this shit. And I'm going to talk about real life situations and topics. That's how I get down. Stuff that I know that people can relate to. I don't want a podcast about make-believe shit. I'm talking about everyday life situations, people working jobs, people tired of working jobs, people getting rich, financial success stories, struggles, people getting killed, people going to college, people having heart attacks, people getting cheated on, terrorist attacks, whatever going on in the world, I am going to talk about it. And in the midst of it, I'm going to have fun and try to make a motherfucker laugh because I'm going to laugh and enjoy life. But anyway, you got to be able to keep it going. So they on that motherfucker arguing and Tony Yayo say, hey, damn, man, every time I try to talk, you talk. Now, that is a difference with a podcast. Excuse me. They just like my vocal cords start hating on me. I'm trying to get something else, and all of a sudden I'm just burping and shit. But yeah, on a podcast, it is nothing but a conversation between people that's respectable. That means each person say how they feel about whatever they talking about one by one and let each person get heard.
Fuck is you
it's
talking
not
about?
talking over each other. It's not trying to every time you say something, I don't want you to say what you're saying. I'm just want to say what I'm saying to make you shut the fuck up. And if you're trying to do a podcast with people like that, you're never going to have really a successful podcast because nobody's going to be able to get their point out for people to listen to. It's just consistently arguing. And then when you got multiple people talking over a microphone, it distorts. Like people can't hear what nobody's saying and you got a room full of people, just everybody talking at the same time. So that's basically what was going on. And it was like two lines collide, Uncle Murda and Yayo. Two dudes that's real dudes just want to have it their way and do it their way. And, just wasn't no understanding that. Tony Yayo was a little laid back and he was trying to be trying to smooth it out. But you can tell Murda was on some shit like, you ain't talking about shit, nigga. I'm just gonna keep laughing and doing what the fuck I want to do. But anyway, life a motherfucker. And I don't know if they was playing or they was serious, but sometime on the internet, people do shit to get people's attention. But it was the first episode. Maybe it was. It was entertaining. But if it was really real, that's a bad start. And then, too, I'm like this. When you're trying to do something for real, especially when you're trying to get money off of some shit, like a talk show or a podcast or even hustling, period. If somebody was in the streets hustling, you didn't play when you was hustling in the streets. Everybody know that. If you was somebody that hustled in the streets before, you did not play no games about what you was doing and how you was going to get your money. So it's the same thing with somebody when they on the show. You can't be playing in bullshit. And people that's doing something with you like that, if they don't take it as serious as you, it's a waste of time. But sometimes in life, you got to do shit by yourself. And they do have people that have solo talk shows. You give it your all. One thing about life, you just be who you are and let the people judge. I don't be worrying about if I got one view or one listener. I don't worry about that shit. I just be who I am. I like doing this shit. I love talking to the world. And it's people that enjoy it, whether it's 200, 2,000 or 2 million. Eventually, you know, when you feel who you is and you confident, eventually it will grow. Like they say, if you build it, they will come. Now, Cardi B and Stephon Diggs unfollow each other on Instagram. And you know how the internet is. They went and verified. They made me go verify too. I was like, damn, I wonder if this just a bullshit story, a clickbait. Cause you know, motherfuckers got it bad with that clickbait shit online. I hate that shit. You see a story where they say JK got shot 50 times. You click on the motherfucker. It's somebody sewing a shirt. They'll piss you the fuck off. But anyway, I wonder why they unfollowed each other. Now, they did say right before the game, they interviewed Cardi B, and one of the reporters asked her, do she got anything to say, you know, for Stephon Diggs before the game? And she was like, good luck, you know, kind of like dry. Cause you know, when you a celebrity and anything go on, people try to dissect and break down the things that happened right before. So this mighty funny. Why would somebody be like, what happened before they unfollowed each other? Well, they asked her a question and she was kind of dry with it, which that kind of makes sense if she just said one word, because any other time she probably would have said a whole lot of shit like, how my baby gonna win? He got this. She just said good luck. But somebody screenshot it. I don't know if it's real or not. A screenshot making it look like Cardi B said, you a piece of shit. That's why you lost. And then some Stephon Diggs responded back to Cardi B telling her, you for the streets. Now, I'm going to tell you this here. Cardi B did move real fast. Let's be honest, ladies. Y'all rooting for her. Talking about, yeah. What's her name did her wrong? Offset, he did Cardi B wrong. She right for doing what the fuck she want to do. Yay. You right. A woman get to do what they want to do when they feel like they treated wrong, or a man too. They get to lead a relationship and move on. Y'all are exactly right. But I just felt like Cardi B moved a little bit too fast. And what I mean by that, not getting in a relationship with Stephon Diggs, but having a baby. To me, I feel like she done that to hurt Offset. Because if you got 2 or 3 kids by a man, this is just my opinion, right? You tell me what y'all think. And you decide to leave this man. Soon as you get with your new man, you telling me, now, like I said, people got a right to do what they want. I just don't feel like that was the smart thing to do as far as being able to tell if she really wanted to be with Stephon Diggs. That's what I'm saying. Not because she wanted to get pregnant by a new man she just got with. I'm saying if you just left a relationship and you getting with a new man, a lot of times a new man like to get with a woman because he feel like he taking her from somebody. Let's talk about that though. So how do you know, Cardi B, that Stephon Diggs wasn't getting his rocks off feeling like I'm taking a rapper's bitch? Hey, I said something, didn't he? We don't know. He could have been like, yeah, man, shit. The rapper niggas, I always think they so fly. I'm over here running touchdowns. I'm finna run a touchdown. You never know. Because that's exactly what happened. Not saying he took her, but it's common sense that he was talking to her while she was with Offset. Because for the past, year or two, we've been seeing Cardi B and Offset on the internet constantly breaking up and getting back with each other. until finally she just said, fuck it. We know what that saying is. When a woman's fed up, it ain't nothing you can do about it. And that's what it was. Cardi B got tired of constantly seeing Offset on the internet with different bitches and pictures popping up. And she like, damn, this nigga constantly shitting on me. The world can see it. I'm tired of keeping it real, keeping this pussy tight. I'm finna bust it open and get the fuck away from around this nigga. And she had every right to do what she wanted to do. I'm just saying she should have still kept her game tight. Not saying that they broke up. I'm just saying, even if they did, to make sure that you really wanted to be with Stephon Diggs, you should have kind of waited. You know, but then too, at the same time too, sometimes in life you got to make a money move. How about that? Let's talk about that. I think Cardi B made a money move at the same time she made a honey move. And what I mean by that is, even if it don't work out, I got a baby by a millionaire. Have a baby by me, baby. Be a millionaire, even though she rich. I'm just saying. Don't get mad at me. I'm just saying what the fuck I feel. And even if it goes bad, I'm financially set from this situation. I say Cardi B is the new black Kim Kardashian. God damn it, I said it. She got some of that Kardashian shit up in her, Cardi B. Cardi B got game. And she just secured, you know, her next new future is what the fuck happened. But we'll see. Stay tuned to find out about what's going on with the goddamn Cardi B and Stephon Diggs situation. Now, moving on. 17 people got arrested after a bikini cafe got cited for alleged public nudity. A bikini cafe. I ain't never heard of that. Bikini cafe? What do that sound like? If somebody got a bikini cafe, that sound like it's some stuff going on up in that. Sound like it's some punani being sold, ain't it? Y'all know what that is, ain't it? Them old folks be saying that punani, tuna fish, cootie cat, kitten. But yeah, 17 people, including business owners, were arrested after police said a Garden Grove coffee shop was operating as a so-called bikini cafe in violation of city codes, police announced this week. The arrest stemmed from an investigation in the DD Cafe, where, according to the report, Orange County officers found employees serving customers while wearing bikinis. Wow. They said they was wearing bikinis while they were serving the customers. They saying that this was basically a violation of municipal codes related to public nudity, business operation, and alcohol regulation. They wasn't allowed to do this, basically. These people did not have strip club licenses, because that's the only time you can walk around naked with food and alcohol. It has to be set up like a strip club. This was somebody with a cafe that went under the table and set up a money-making machine. Yeah, they was getting money up in there, trust me, before the police found out. Now, I wonder how long this had been going on. I do. And, they were so bold, they didn't even have a liquor license. That's when you know you a gangster. You in there with the bikini cafe and you don't even have a liquor license. Bold as a motherfucker. But I'm going to tell you what it's called. It's called a white collar crime. See, niggas be wanting to use the gun and that violent shit. You do something like this, you can get a lot of money. If they catch us, a slap on the wrist. Slap on the wrist, baby. But yeah, the Bikini Cafe, California, the hustle goes on. People getting money out here. It's going down. It's more than one way to skin a cat. And you be surprised at what's going on at a lot of these businesses. Yeah, they was in there doing some things. They said they was taking them in back rooms and popping mushrooms. Doing some things up in there. Floyd Mayweather sued Showtime. He said he's missing hundreds of millions of dollars. My question is you broke, Floyd? Floyd, are you losing it? No, I'm just bullshit. Floyd smart as a motherfucker. He got a whole lot of money, but he is suing Showtime, though. And he said he made over $1 billion in his earnings. Damn. That nigga ain't never, if you got $1 billion, if you ever go broke, somebody need to smack you, wake you up and smack, and they need to keep waking you up, smacking you back to sleep for the rest of your fucking life if you blow $1 billion fucking dollars. He said, he said all the money didn't make it to his bank account. Now he's suing Showtime. He said they played a role in his ex-manager screwing him out of hundreds of $millions. So he done filed a lawsuit in California. Said he's trying to recover hundreds of millions in misappropriated funds and damages resulting from a long-running and elaborate scheme of financial fraud, allegedly perpetrated by his longtime advisor, Al Heyman. Now, Al Heyman showed him the game, though. See, it's sad, though. Most of the time when people show you the game, they use the game on you. It's like a fee. If I show you how to get all this money, you got to give me a piece of it because I showed you. In some ways, it's a scam, but in other ways, it's really not. Because if you a broke motherfucker and you ain't doing nothing with your life, and that's the way your life was going to be, you knew no changes were going to come for you to do better financially, and somebody come out of the blue and say, hey, I'm going to show you how to get $1 million, and they show you how to get it, and then they steal $500,000, how you going to be mad? They ain't going to be able to steal no more. You still rich, and you was never going to be rich if you never knew them before. You just tune into another one, like the other one. I'm Legend of Coming, and I'm your baby mama stomach, bitch.